Hello, this is Dr. Woodson. It's a wonderful, wonderful day. December is moving along quickly. And I found out today that Paul Ryan, in the darkness of the night, while Trump was clowning around and feeding the public a bunch of buffoonery, and the media was grabbing at it, they were missing an important, critical piece of legislation being passed in the darkness of the night by Paul Ryan. He is giving out tens of thousands of visas to Irish nationals and Australian nationals to come to America basically for free and have intellectual exchange universities. Meanwhile, Trump is out there talking about as a straw man about the shithole countries that he won't allow into this country. These immigrants have been waiting for years, some of them decades, to get into the United States on visas and have intellectual exchange. Some children have died and been taken away from their parents. And this Paul Ryan and his crew are creating nepotism in politics, corruptness in politics. And he's about to leave, talking about he wants to spend more time with his family, but also in his efforts to provide Ireland with, which they don't need, tens of thousands of visas. He's talking about, in exchange, him becoming an ambassador to the country. This shit is awful. This shit is happening right before our eyes, and you should be outraged about it. You should be upset. You should be calling your state reps, your senators, your congressmen, and your radio stations and being outraged about it. This is all about changing the face of America. It's not about inclusion, it's about exclusion. Exclusion of brown people who at the borders who are dying and their children are dying and they don't give a fuck. And Paul Ryan deserves a bullet for this sneaky shit. He is one sneaky motherfucker. Him and his cronies. Giving away our citizens' dollars and taxes to other countries that don't even need it. Ireland don't need this shit. If they did, they would have been fucking coming here. Australia don't need it, or they would have been here. Now you want to just give away, with box seats included. I would be in outrage. I am. And I'm calling. I'm calling my radio stations. I'm calling my congressmen and my senators. He deserves a bullet, in my sense. He deserves his ass beat on the street. He deserves it. When he goes home, he should be scared. Because somebody out there is going to whip his ass for doing this shit. He going to hide behind his fucking title and shit. But that motherfucker go to a restaurant, somebody going to whip his ass. This shit is wrong, because this is what's going on in our political system right now. Nepotism out the ass. Yes, and I'm a PhD, but I'm going to tell you, sometimes you got to be profound. You got to be profane to be profound. I am sick of this stuff going on. But you won't allow African countries to come here and have intellectual property or intellectual exchange or university where their degrees will be respected in this country. But he'll give it to the Irish people and the Australian people who don't even need it. Well, let me tell you, this is an ugly situation. So when you hear all of this stuff with Donald Trump, it's just camouflage. He's a straw man. He's out there dangling the stuff, the sensationalism, while they're passing stuff in the darkness of the night, while we're sleeping. I don't believe in Christmas, but I believe in the celebration of life. And I want you guys to have a wonderful season with your families. And please talk about politics. And don't give a fuck who gets mad. Talk about it, because we don't do it enough. And we don't take action enough. And we go to bed too goddamn early. And we stay up late for the wrong fucking reasons. Have a good one. Please comment, like or dislike on YouTube.